What's up, everybody? It's your boy, The Lion from Stallion Clothing, and of course, today I want to make an educative video on how you can take your own measurements from home. Now, you know we make a lot of custom suits right here at the Lion stand, and we want to make sure you understand that distance should not be an issue. People from different states, from different countries around the world can certainly still get a premium custom suit well fitted right here at the Lion stand. Now, there are a few things you're going to need for this process to be smooth. First, you're going to need a tape measure. This you can get most local stores around. If you're here in the United States and you have a dollar store around your area, it is very easy to get this. It's probably just going to cost you $1. Second, you will need a friend, any family member, a brother, a sister that can help you in taking this measurement. Because if you try to do it by yourself, it will certainly not come out perfectly. And then, of course, you will need a suit, one of your suits or any of your garments that you like that fits the best, that we can take some guiding measurements to just make sure we get that complete finish that will be impeccable and fit the way you like it when you get your suit. So stay tuned for part 2 so I can show you how these measurements can be taken. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to go over the detailed measurements that you will need to take for your custom suit. I will start with the neck. Of course, this one is really used for your shirt. Now, what you want to do is go around. We prefer you use the inchy side of your tape. Now, you want to just take a firm measurement. Do not leave any space. We will create the allowances for your measurement. So you take the neck measurement and you record. Now, so I kind of turn around for me. Now, the next very important, this one is really important, is your shoulder. And you have to touch the shoulder and where your joints of the arm joins your shoulder blade. You feel them on both edges, and that's where you place your tape, right? So right here, I can feel both joint points there, and you want to go up top, not from the back, up top like that. You take those measurements and you record. Now, turn around for me, please. The next measurement will be your bicep. The bicep measurement, round arm, firm measurement. Don't leave any space, but you do not want to make it tight either. So it's just a firm measurement, you record. Now, right from there, you slide right down. You take the forearm measurement. This is just slightly below your elbow, and then you record. The next one, you go down. This wrist is just right around where you have your watch. You take that firm measurement as well and you record. Now, from there, it's important to get your sleeve length. Now, the sleeve length is tricky. If you don't take it right, it can easily be short. You want to go on that shoulder seam right at that joint point up top. You place your tape here, and then when you come down, it's good that you place a support right here at your elbow, right? Hold that part and then take the rest of it. And this should come right below your wrist bone. This one here is 25.5, and then you record. The important reason why you have to hold this is because when you bend your elbow like this, your sleeve really pulls back. If you go straight down, it will most often be short. Now, the next important measurement for your suit is going to be your chest measurement. You stand in the front of the person, you send your tape around, right? You want the hands to be relaxed, because if they lift it up, it contracts their muscles and it will not give you the right measurement. Once you have that, make sure it is right up on their back. Firm measurement. Do not leave any space. Again, we will create the space, you record. Then you slide down to the belly, right above the belly button, right? That is where you get the belly measurement as well, and you record. From there, you go down to the hip. Now, for the hip measurement, you always want to stand on the side. The reason why that is because you can see the high point of the buttocks. So you put the tape right on top of that. It is important for us to create your jacket so it flows where it doesn't feel tight on your bottom. So you record that hip measurement as well. The last measurement for your jacket will be the length of your jacket. And usually we'll start from this seam right here, the midpoint of your shoulder here. And it is preferred that you start from top here, not at the bottom. So closer to your neck as much as possible. Do not go on the side because this will give the wrong measurement. Always go over the chest, over the belly, straight down. There is what we call the rule of thumb. You measure on the knuckle, first knuckle of the thumb, which is right here. And you see for this gentleman, his jacket length is 31. You record. Now, after this, we will show you how to take measurements on your pants. To start the measurements of your pants, of course, we will start with the waist. Now, the waist measurement is generally around where your belt line is, and of course, it's below your belly button. And you want to go around it firmly, right? And if you are wearing your belt, please take it off before you take your measurements for your belt line or your waist. You get that firm measurement, you will record it. The next part is you're going to slide down to the hip. The best way to take the hip measurement is to stand from the side of the person as I am standing. That way you can see the alignment of the tape on the high points of the buttocks, and then you go across here. Make sure he doesn't have anything in his pockets as well. You record the measurements at that point in time. Now, the next part will be the thigh. The thigh measurement, you want to go all the way up closer to the groin line, and the reason is you want to get the biggest part of the thigh. If you take the thigh measurement at the midsection here, you know this part is going to be bigger and you will end up with a tight pair of pants. Now, you get a firm measurement, you record. The next one, you want to slide down to the knee. You want to feel the kneecap. You take firm measurement over the kneecap as well, and then you record. Then we always like to take the calf measurement, which is called the gastrocnemius muscle. This is because most people have a larger calf muscle than the knee. So it's important that we take this because our pants are created to be tapered down and gives you that slim fit. So you take this measurement on this big muscle, and then of course you record. Now, at the finished measurement here, if you have a pair of pants, you can just go around this cuff just to get that same measurement on the cuff. If not, give us the size of your shoe that you wear, and then we'll be able to create a good cuff for you. All right, I think, oh, one more thing we haven't finished. The last but not the least is of course the length of your pants. The length of your pants, of course, now is imperative. Now you take the length of your pants based on how you wear your pants, and some people would like their pants to break on. So usually I'll take the measurements like that. I'll pause here, support it, and then I'll bring it down. Some people like their pants to break right above their ankle or below it, or on their shoe or below the shoe. So it really just depends on where you're comfortable with where your pants should end, and then you can end that measurement there and you record. As you can see, this gentleman, Mr. Iconic, his arm is right on the ankle, so 40 length, you record there. That should give you a complete guide of your measurements for your pants. And the last but not the least, and this is very important, is your crotch measurement. Your crotch measurement is important so that we cut your pants so that it doesn't droop. It should fit perfectly as Mr. Iconic's pants is fitting right here. Now the best way to do is you have this gentleman, the person that you're measuring, support the tape up front. Mr. Iconic, can you support that? Then you pass the tape under the crotch area, and then you come up, you turn around a little bit here, right at the brim of this pants, from so front to back, brim to brim. This is 28, and that is your crotch measurement. So it gives you this fit on your pants. It is important to take a jacket that you already have at home, wear it, and then deduce some measurements from there. I will show you there are a couple of measurements that you can take from your jacket that you already have. The most important one, of course, Mr. Akano, can turn around. If you're not sure where your shoulder points are, it is very important. You look for a jacket that fits you the best, and then you take your shoulder to shoulder length on there. And here, you see that it makes it very easy because you can actually see the seams. Then, secondly, you can easily measure the sleeve length on here on your jacket that you already have. So you go from that seam all the way down to the end of this jacket length, and that will be your jacket length. The last but not the least that you can also use from your suit, you see the seam that I was telling you about. When you measure from this seam on the jacket, you place your tape closer to your neck, go over the chest, and then you come all the way down here, and then you get a jacket length here. If you feel that the jacket you have on is a little bit short, of course you can always increase the length, same as on the sleeve. And of course you can do the same thing for your pants length as well. Alright gentlemen, I hope these measurements will help you out in making sure we get your custom suit looking the way you want it to look. If you have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to call us on 301-847-9097. And of course, you can always leave us an email on info@stanleon.com. Stanleon is spelled STANLION. info@stanleon.com. Thank you so much. It's your boy, The Lion from the Dead. You know what time it is. Peace.